They are not fly, they are super fly. They are not cool.
All right. Yes, it's true. It's true. Kane and Ice are back. In the immortal words of Kurt Angle, it's damn true. That's right. We're back. Shout outs. Nature Boy Ric Flair. Get well soon, brother. Got a rep. 16-time world champion. Don't hate Kane. You know you watch wrestling back in the day. You know you've seen more Ric Flair matches than Miami Eagle games combined. Anyway.
That's because they were free on TV. You had to pay
you've been to matches too, because I used to see it on the news. They used to come to Anderson once a week, so I know you went to matches. You can't fool me.
Yep, and him and Dusty Rhodes rode in the same limo there and home.
Hey, gotta cut costs. Anyway, all right. So a ton's going on since last time we came at y'all. So we've been busy. It's fantasy football season. So we out trying to spread the word about FanUp Network. So, hey, go to fanupnetwork.com or search FanUp, FANUP, in your app store and download the app. And send us a screenshot proving you download it, and you have a chance to win some great prizes like gift cards, T-shirts, and fantasy rings. Hey, all right. So, Kane, you tweet that to Kane Ice, at Kane and Ice, and then you get a chance to win. Anyway,
and Eric, you did. Hey, Ice, please download it twice because you're going to need all the help you can get this year, brother.
Oh yeah, I'm getting it on my phone, my wife's phone, her iPad, my daughter's iPad. Trying see if I can upload it to work or download.
Maybe we can let Elsa in the league. She'll probably beat you. With her all Panther team, probably.
Oh gosh, yeah. What are they gonna call them? She probably call the team the male rompers or the romp hymns or something. Name after her favorite player, Cam. Sorry, I'm gonna hate. I know you're gonna give me trouble about that one. Anyway, all right. So let's get to it, man. A lot going on. Of course, preseason started. Kaepernick's still without a job. Marshawn Lynch sitting down. You got Malcolm Jenkins, raising the fist tonight, which he said he'll continue to do. And the thing tonight, Chris Long, his teammate, I don't know if you noticed that, put his hand on his shoulder. He'd be it's like the first non-black player to show some support.
I really think it's going to happen this year. I think we're going to have a couple of the white players actually step out and support, the Colin Kaepernicks, the Malcolm Jenkins, Bennett up in Seattle, and also these boys. So I really think it's going to happen this year. I think we're going to have one of them stand out, and take the side of their teammate there and stand with them. Now I don't think it'll be anybody, a Tom Brady or Drew Brees or Aaron Rodgers or anybody like that, but it'll definitely. I think this is going to be the year we have a couple of the Caucasian players step out and support.
Well, I feel pretty safe saying it won't be Tom Brady, Mr. Make America Great Again hat in the locker. Hang out with Donald Trump. Pretty sure it won't be him. And of course, we all know about what happened in Charlottesville, Virginia. Last week, and Chris Long is actually native of Charlottesville, and so I think when something like that hits so close to home, maybe it does open your eyes a little bit, and help you better understand what's going on. Of course, this is his first year with the Eagles too, so he could have been feeling the same way with the Patriots, and even
when he was with the Patriots, he was a little outspoken. I mean, if you were searching for one player on that Patriots roster who would step out and say something or make a statement that was out of Bill Belichick's doghouse or out of his wheelhouse, it would have been Chris Long. So he's always been that player, not per se to, step up and disrupt the team or anything, but he's always been highly opinionated and would state his opinion no matter what.
Now, you mean articulate statement, not like a Gronk type statement.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a beer can to the head or anything. So.
Okay. And amazingly, that does sound exactly like something Gronk would do. Is a beer
Yeah, he done it.
All right, so what really caught my attention this week is the other huge off-the-field NFL story is Ezekiel Elliott, and not only the fact that Elliott got suspended and just the impact that'll have on the division and fantasy football and all those other things. Just the timing seems weird to me because like all this stuff is over a year old, right? And the police dropped the charges a long time ago. So what information can the NFL have that they didn't have last year? Honestly, obviously I have no evidence of this. I'm not in meetings. I don't even know the details of what Elliott supposedly did. But just looking at the timing, part of me just wonders, is this a way to get people to forget about Kaepernick? Like, hey, don't worry about it. Don't worry about the right hand.
I mean, if so, that's a hell of a way of doing it. I've been following it pretty closely.
But think about it. Think about it. If you suspend him and you don't have the proof, and then he appeals it, and then he wins the appeal. Okay, sorry about that.
He can't win the appeal. The person who gave him the suspension is the person who's going to judge the appeal. So how in the world can you win that? Roger Goodell is judge, jury, executioner.
Because but like I said, if I'm right, and they're only coming forward with suspension now to make you forget about this other stuff, then they'll let him win the appeal.
No, he can't win the appeal. If you're Roger Goodell, you got to stand up for your word. You suspended him 6 games. You said you had this evidence. You got to maintain it. Like I said, Zeke Elliott, personally, and this is speaking from an Eagles fan, it's hard for me to justify suspending a player unless you have some rock hard evidence. Now, that doesn't say the NFL doesn't have any. That means the police departments who investigated both of these incidents couldn't find anything or didn't find enough to press charges on him. There's been a couple other things, the speeding over 100 miles an hour, the 2 bar fights, so it's not like he's an innocent guy, but I really believe he's getting punished for a totality of all these events, staining the shield, but pretty much, because now there's such an uproar of covering the shield and honoring the shield and being respectful as an NFL player that they took this prime example just to make an example out of this and try to tie it to this one charge, which they probably don't have a lot of evidence on.
Yeah, like I said, to me, it just seems odd that with it being so old and the police were involved early on, they chose not to pursue it or drop charges or whatever they,
Yeah.
And so did the NFL keep investigating? Like, I would just be curious to see what information they have now that they didn't have in October of last year and suspend him then,
Well, I read an article where they said they were probably deciding on what to do with him, but it seems like every 3 months he threw something else on you. Okay, first we had the incident in Ohio State. Okay, then we have another incident down in Fort Lauderdale. Then he's at St. Patrick's Day and he pulls the lady's top down. Then we get caught at a bar fight. Then we go speeding over 100 miles an hour. Then we're in another bar fight. It's just event after event after event. So the NFL is probably just waiting till, he cools off and slows down just a little bit so they can finally judge one thing. But like I said, I really don't think they have much on him. If the police can't find anything on you, the NFL probably can find about the same, but they'll do a little bit deeper. The only difference is the police have to have the burden of evidence to pursue charges against you. The NFL doesn't have to have that. They're not. Right. This is the court. This is just opinion and what they think they want.
Ben Roethlisberger, right? Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. There doesn't have to be any evidence for criminal charges. The NFL, if they feel that you stand in the shield or feel like you did something wrong, they'll suspend you for it.
But and what else is interesting about this case is not only just what happened with Elliott, but some details or alleged details about the alleged victim. I'm not sure. I don't want to get into whether or not he's guilty or not. Obviously, I wasn't there. But I think this case will spearhead or even separate the NFL and the NFLPA even more, because you had the NFL come out and just blatantly accuse the NFLPA of spreading information trying to discredit the alleged victim. right?
Yeah.
That's a pretty serious charge to say that, hey, you're out here trying to discredit this lady. And then NFLPA comes back with their own statement saying, no, we didn't. You're lying.
Well, she's done a lot of that on her own. She's, they've got messages where saying she's gonna ruin his career and she's gonna blackmail him and she's gonna do this.
I get that.
When they interviewed her story was so inconsistent. This is probably why they couldn't find any charges on him.
Oh, I get that. What I'm saying is, but think about the bigger picture. You already have tension between the NFLPA and the NFL owners. You had the NFL release a statement accusing of their players' organization of trying to discredit a potential domestic violence victim. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty serious charge to put out there. Then you got the NFLPA saying, no, you're lying. So, all this stuff is just going to keep building on top of each other. The tension is going to get bigger. The sides are going to get further apart. And obviously, you're probably going to have a strike or lockout or whatever, some sort of work stoppage when the next CBA comes up. But now I think it's going to be even worse because it's going to be more than just about money. It's going to be about suspensions and all this kind of stuff. And that's going to get real hairy, when you're trying to negotiate, how to handle discipline and who can do this and who can do that and, when to suspend somebody, because none of these things are black and white or cut and dry normally. Normally there's a lot of nuance involved, particularly with something like domestic violence when it comes to he said versus she said. How do you determine, who gets number of games, all that. I mean, I know they're saying 6 is the basis now, but even then they gave themselves some leeway. I think it could increase, could decrease depending on the situation. So
maybe you just got to have Jerry Jones spend the right amount of money and you can get out of it. You never know.
Well, that's how you get out of knocking out DJs. We do know that. But I'm curious to see. I mean, I think it's 2021 that the CBA is coming up.
They negotiated that last time to give up that power to Roger Goodell to get. I think last time it was more in the face of get the contact practices down,
right?
The two-a-days down, and all of the other things. And for that, they gave up the right to have a neutral arbitrator and gave the power to Roger Goodell to oversee everything. And now you're seeing the results of that. But if you notice, everybody's happy because remember, 31 or 32 owners agreed to it and voted for it to be that way. And everybody has no complaints until it's your player or your team that's in that hot water. And then everybody wants to complain about it. So it'll be interesting, like you said, when that next CBA comes up, what kind of negotiations there'll be. I guarantee you that will be the first thing they talk about is the power of the commissioner.
But in the large scheme of things, I mean, I know in this isolated incident, it probably seems unfair. But, trying to put myself in the situation or the mindset of a player. If I'm just the average NFL player, right? I'm a guy who plays for 3 or 4 teams during my career, move around, let's say I played 9, 10 years. I make average money. If it comes down to, practices, easier or less physically taxing practices, and I just give you some power to punish us if we break the law, I'll take that because
but if you that goes back. If you're not a knucklehead, you ain't worried about that.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. When you look at the number of players who have to face this discipline, it's a small percentage.
I mean, that makes perfect sense.
Right.
You know yourself. If you're not a knucklehead, this is the last thing you're worried about.
Right. And if I can extend my career by not beating my body as much, especially with as much as they know about CTE now, if I can extend my career another 2 or 3 years because I'm not going through 2 and 3 day practices, you know how much money that is? You know what I mean? Like that. If I'm making $2 million a year, that's like an extra $6 million. I'm making. So yeah, I'll take that and throw Ezekiel Elliott under the bus. Yeah. All day. Sorry, Zeke.
I ain't sorry.
Sorry, Dez. Sorry, knuckleheads. Sorry, Randy Gregory. Sorry, I can't even name all the Cowboys who suspended. It's like so many of them.
We'd be here the rest of the night, so let's just forget about the suspension list.
Shout out to Cowboy fans. What's up, Terrence? What's up?
What's up, Bolly? What's up, Bolly?
What's up? Yeah, what's up, Bolly? What's up?
Shango? Shango, what's up?
Hey, I can't give Shango too hard a time because he is hooking us up with some
right, yeah, all right.
LA. So anyway, appreciate that. So forget all that stuff we made about the Cowboys. Anyway, all right, so let's get to it. I know you want to talk about the big fight coming up next week. Mayweather, McGregor. I guess I just saw something about they approved to use 8-ounce gloves or something.
Yeah, that was the big news of the week. They've been following.
What does that mean exactly? I mean, help me out. What size of gloves normally?
Normally they use 12-ounce gloves for that fight division.
Okay.
So they're stepping it down a couple of times for that, down to 8-ounce. The big news this week was the open practices that both of them held, where the media is invited in to watch them spar. Floyd looked his normal self. They were complaining about McGregor. Keep your damn head up.
Just thinking about Floyd sparring bores me. I'm sorry, because his matches are so boring. Sorry. What?
So, yeah, they were talking about that and how, and I'm not even going to lie, that McGregor looks like he never boxed a day in his life. He looks like me hitting the bag out there. But, he's not me.
Probably because he's never boxed a day in his life.
Not in a professional fight, man, but he's been in a fight.
And Jeffrey's had as many professional boxing matches as you have.
Hey, do you know he's already got an offer for a second boxing match?
Yeah.
Already.
Huh?
Yes. Hasn't fought this one. He's already got an offer for a second match.
Yeah, well, he better sign now because after he sees this match, you're like, oh, man.
But this is Floyd Mayweather, man. Come on, man. The greatest defensive fighter of all time. Come on.
Exactly.
But, hey, things have happened, man. All it takes is that one blow. And I don't know about Floyd's chin. I mean.
Let's put it like this. Well, we don't know about Floyd's chin because nobody can hit it. That's why we don't know about it. All right. So you telling me that this dude who hadn't practiced, who hadn't boxed, I don't doubt he has power, but with boxers, their punches tend to be a lot shorter than like the MMA guys. They can telegraph it more because you got to worry about kicks and all kind of stuff. Where boxing, it's got to be quick and short. So there's no way he can develop that type of skill in such a short period of time. Like, you just can't convince me that.
But according to him, he's been boxing all his life. He's just not
he hasn't. No, he's been punching things all his life. That's different. You know what I mean? Like, I've been punching stuff. That doesn't mean I can fight Mayweather. Like, somebody's offering me $2 million.
Yeah, if you were getting $100 million, you would.
Mm-hmm. All right. Okay, let's look at this. Look at this. You got Mayweather, McGregor. I'll say this. The only way I could see McGregor winning is he has to come out early in that first round, like those first 30 seconds something, and just like surprise Floyd with something and overwhelm him and happen to land a couple licks.
Floyd doesn't get surprised.
He doesn't do something unorthodox and surprise him, then it's over. Because as soon as Floyd figures out how McGregor's coming at him, he's got a defense for it, and he's not going to get hit. So, and then Mayweather on TV or with Stephen A. Oh, yeah, he's the favorite on paper. What paper? I mean, I know you probably didn't go to school, but what paper? What
paper everywhere, man. What are you talking about?
Favorite to do what?
Show up next week? I don't know.
I mean, come on, Floyd. I know you're trying to sell the fight, but you basically insulting everybody's intelligence. You know what I mean? Like, if he's the favorite, what are you saying about the sport of boxing?
There's nobody left.
I put in the training don't matter because you just walk in the ring and because you're younger, you're the favorite. Come on, man.
No, man. I mean, it's a media hype. Everybody's ready for it. Of course, you'll be watching it too. You'll be at the local sports bar. I doubt you'll buy it. I'm gonna have to get to the sports bar at like 5 o'clock so I can get a seat. But
that would be a big N-O.
So you're telling me you're not going to watch the fight?
I have fantasy football draft that day. Then I have another draft the next day. So I'm going to be preparing for that.
But that's irrelevant because you're not going to win fantasy football either. So you might as well enjoy the fight.
I'm getting that money. I'm getting that trophy. Getting that belt. I'm going to win.
Have you came close yet?
Okay. See, we're losing track of the subject here.
Yes, we are. Okay,
so McGregor has no chance. I'm not going to waste my time, money, effort on this fight. Okay, even if even if Floyd was more exciting, but I made up my mind, no more Floyd fights for me.
What, after the Pacquiao fight?
Boring. Yeah, like after
I really don't think that's going to happen here. I think he's going to pursue Mayweather. I really think he's going to go after him.
Oh yeah,
force Floyd to counter or fight.
He's gonna do the same thing I would do. Is just go in there, try to get in on him, try to get inside of him, take some punches till I can't take anymore, get this thing over with so I can get paid, go ahead and get my medical treatment and get back home. Same thing I would do. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't mad at McGregor. I'm just saying I'm not gonna pay or waste my time or money to go to a sports bar and, stand in some line or stand up and pretend that I'm entertained, when Floyd says his best stuff for home. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
All right, man. All right. I'll let you go.
Anyway. All right. So let's tell the people about what we got going on. Of course, caneice.com. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Leave some comments. Hit us up. Hit us up on Twitter, Facebook. We got a lot of great stuff going on both places. And for all the Eagle fans out there, we love the Eagles. So we are starting a second show every week. That's right, about that Eagle life. We're going to have Eagle fans on. So if you're interested, hit me up. Not going to have Eagle fans on, but when the regular season starts, we're going to have fans from the opposing teams on some to debate with us or talk, have a good time. It's going to be a pretty short show. We're going to tell why we love the Eagles, and just give you a glimpse into our Eagle fandom and others' Eagle fandom. So hit us up. We're going to have, like I said, some great guests. It's going to be fun. I think you're going to love it. So look out for About That Eagle Life, starring Kane and Ice. Hey, bam. And, of course, Elsa likes to do her thing, so she's going to be on here. Still not sure how I'm contractually obligated to this, but we are. So, look for that. We have a special episode coming up in September where we'll actually be together. So look out for that, as we celebrate Eric DeWalt Day weekend in Orlando. Let's see what else we got going on, Kane. We are going to start the Kane and Ice Hall of Fame. All right. Since NFL doesn't want to let Brian Dawkins in, doesn't want to let T.O. in, we're going to have our own Hall of Fame. So we need you to tell us on our Facebook page or on our Twitter page, who do you think should be in the Kane and Ice Hall of Fame first class? Okay. So we're going to have, we want a football player, a basketball player, a baseball player, boxer, wrestler, rapper, actor, we spanning everything in the Kane and Ice Hall of Fame, right? Anything that you watch on TV or movies, hey, it's open game, all right? And so we're going to whittle it down and pick the first Kane and Ice Hall of Fame class. So we need your help in picking those gentlemen or ladies. Can't forget about the ladies,
I'm first ballot.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, it's named after us. So, yeah, we that's a good point. Yeah. I guess
I want my bus taken from an angle like this. Get my good side. Like that.
I can get one kiss my bicep, whenever you...
Well, first we got to find the bicep. Then we'll let you kiss it.
Yeah, good thing is
also, while we got a quick little break here, let me address Elsa and her blatant disrespect for my Eagles jerseys. Okay, now I know you tried to dress up Ice. That's fine. You know he needs it every once in a while because no comments there. But me, I'm a tasteful guy. I wear nice things. I dress really nice, and all of my Eagle jerseys are very new, very nice, pristine. So Elsa, take your own advice. Go help your boy up in Carolina dress. Leave us Eagle fans alone and find Cam Newton because he needs help. And I don't know if it can be the help you can provide, but he needs help. So Elsa,
yeah,
thanks for the offer.
Tricky because Elsa and Cam have very similar taste in clothes. Now, Elsa is like a middle school girl, so.
They like the same colors.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So that's a great point. Elsa, I do appreciate the jacket. I did look up to see if Caribbean, satin, alligator leather, whatever.
Alligator, crocodile.
Yeah, I don't know. Did not recognize that term, but so I need to see if she gypped me and I've got overcharged for these clothes.
You got a receipt?
No, she didn't give me a receipt. I don't know. It's kind of weird. She just kind of took some cash out of my wallet. But anyway, so I need to work on that. Anyway, all right. So let's see what else we have going on. NBA off season. Still got a lot of things kind of up in the air. Of course, now LeBron allegedly has decided to leave Cleveland. Of course, we know Kyrie wants out. I'm not sure, what's going to happen there. Do you think Kyrie gets traded before the season starts?
I think you have to trade Kyrie before the season starts, just for locker room chemistry and peak's sake. I mean, you can't have that in the locker room where one half of the team is standing beside Kyrie, one half of the team is standing beside LeBron, because it breaks up your chemistry.
Right.
Even though you got these great players, and especially an NBA locker room where the numbers are so small, in a football locker room, it might not have that much effect. But in a basketball, there's only 15 guys, 16 guys max. So this can really break up your locker room and divide it. So I think they have to move in before the season starts.
Right. And I think to your point, if these were normal circumstances, people would probably side with LeBron. But if everybody knows LeBron is only going to be there one more year, you might want to decide with Kyrie because you might think if they don't trade Kyrie, that means he's going to be the future of the team, right? So let me.
You really think they can go a whole year with this? I ain't gonna call it beef. Maybe silent treatment they're giving each other, and for a whole year and have a successful year. I mean, they're not going to win the championship anyway, but
I would. This is what I think. I think if I know their overall goal and what they're going to tell you is to win a championship, but I think for Dan Gilbert, when LeBron left, he had to think, there's no way he's coming back. My championship window, I've got to rebuild it. Somehow.
Yeah, that's why he wrote that letter.
Right. So when LeBron did come back and they did close the deal and get a championship, I think at that point, all bets are off. And so I wouldn't put it past Gilbert to say, you know what, this would be my last chance to screw it, LeBron. And you know what, you had a hand in getting us in this situation. So I'm gonna let you stew in it, and I'm gonna side with Kyrie because he's younger and I can keep him under contract longer. And try to just, convince Kyrie that this is going to be your squad, right? Because you can start doing things like stop letting LeBron boys travel with them and start letting Kyrie's boys travel. You know what I mean? Like that kind of thing.
LeBron will just charter his own flight then. I mean, you can't stop that.
I know, but what I'm saying is to show Kyrie this is your squad. You know what I mean? Like we start to push out LeBron.
Dan Gilbert would let him walk after his contract was up, or would he trade LeBron mid-year, or what would he do?
But I think LeBron has a no trade, right?
Probably.
I would think so. Plus, I would think as much as it would be nice to be able to say I could trade LeBron and get something back, but I think he wouldn't want to be. I think he'd rather position himself to be the guy that LeBron walked away from. Like, I didn't trade our hometown hero; he left on his own, kind of thing. Plus, like, even with LeBron leaving, even if you don't get anything back from him, technically, you do get a ton of cap space, you know. And next year's free agent class supposed to be pretty, you know, could be pretty impressive. You know, a lot of dudes have opt-outs and that kind of thing. So if you could, and let's say if they trade Kyrie for like Porzingis or somebody like that, right? You know, they could be an interesting team. Or, you know, what if they trade Kyrie and LeBron likes whoever they get and he decides to stay? You know, I don't know. It's an interesting situation to see how they manage it. But it is the Cavaliers, so I wouldn't be surprised if they mismanage it. And, you know, in a few years are back in the lottery picking people like, you know, Anthony Bennett, number 1 overall. What's Anthony Bennett doing there? I don't even know. Shout out to Anthony Bennett. If you want to come on the show, man, holler at me. You probably got free time. Anyway. Let's see what else we got going on. Gosh, I was thinking about basketball. Of course, you know, the Lakers with Lonzo Ball and LeVar and you know, still out there doing his thing, you know, at the big 3 4-point contest going against Ice Cubes, you know, so big shouts out.
How you lose to a rapper, man? Come on, dude. Really?
Okay, and this is what I'm confused about. I watched the video. I swear he hit 2 shots. Ice Cube only hit 1. How did he lose?
Because he's LeVar Ball and he's a loser? I mean.
Anyway, why are you hating on it? LeVar is running things, all right? LeVar's doing his thing, building a brand. You know, think about this, people. 6 months ago, we didn't know who LeVar Ball was. Now he's the most popular person in basketball, okay? Summer League ratings when the Lakers played were through the roof.
Yeah, that's to see his son, not him.
But why? Because we're familiar with his son because the daddy talks so much. Like,
no.
Okay, let's look
us basketball fans already knew who Lonzo Ball was. You know, now mainstream America didn't. Basketball fans knew.
But they do now. His shoe is going to be featured on NBA 2K. You know, Lonzo. Okay, let's back up. I didn't even know there was a Summer League championship, much less a Summer League MVP. I knew they had Summer League. I didn't know there was a championship.
Oh, you think they out there playing for fun?
No, I thought they out there just, you know, playing to get some time in to get better. It's Summer League. Like, they weren't even wearing real uniforms. So how did I know there was a playoff? You know what I mean? Like,
they are wearing real uniforms. It's just they NBA season uniforms.
Okay, sorry. Practice uniforms. You know what I mean. Anyway, my point is that LeVar has branded himself, you know, he has done the impossible. Okay? And as much flack as he caught about this whole I can beat Michael Jordan one-on-one thing, that would be a better competition than Mayweather and McGregor because at least both of them played basketball. Mayweather and McGregor don't compete in the same sport, okay? So I would pay to see LeVar Ball play Michael Jordan before I pay to see Conor McGregor go against Floyd Mayweather. I mean, all
right, everybody out there, I promise this is going to be the last time I let Ice talk about LeVar Ball, at least until the NBA season starts. We're not going to talk about LeVar Ball anymore until the NBA season starts. So, LeVar, we'll see you in November. Peace out till the end.
You know, when we go to LA in December, I'm going to try to find LeVar Ball, right? You know that, right? You know that, right?
I'm not going with you. I promise you, I'm not going with you.
All right. You gonna want some Lonzos. You gonna want some shoes. You gonna want to stay in your lane T-shirt.
Yeah, so I can cut grass in them or something like that.
Yeah, like you cut grass. Anyway. All right, so let's see, what else do we have going on this week? It's Hall of Fame. I forgot. I don't know if you got to watch. I didn't watch all the speeches because they get kind of long. But what I did find interesting was the gentleman who played, I think, in the '80s, who finally got into the Hall of Fame, played for Seattle, defensive back.
I didn't watch, so I'm not sure. I didn't watch any of the.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I have to look up his name, gosh. But anyway, during his speech, he mentioned, Black Lives Matter. And that was later in his speech. And literally within a minute of that mention, the mics went out. Now, hopefully it's just because of time, and it wasn't because of the subject matter. But
I think Donald Trump had something to do with that.
Well, who knows? I can't even talk about him. I mean, we as a society put him there. It's not like it's not as if we didn't know what we were getting into. You know what I mean? Like, this is kind of what he showed us he was going to be, and we voted for him anyway. So when I say we, I mean as society. Don't text me. I didn't vote for myself. Okay.
Yeah, we'll put Ice's cell phone number up there for people to text him later on in the show.
See, that's a Trump move right there. That's what he did to that senator. He put his phone number out. Lindsey Graham, he gave everybody my man's phone number. Oh my
God. That's gangster right there.
This is real phone number, too. This was like back during the campaign. But anyway, all right. So we need everybody. Like I said, hit us up on caneIce.com. Hit us up on Twitter. Hit us up on Facebook and tell us who you nominate to be in the Hall of Fame, the Cane Ice Hall of Fame, and why. Now, obviously, don't send stuff like Jerry Rice or Emmitt Smith. Send people who aren't in their Hall of Fames, right? So, for various reasons. T.O. or, somebody that maybe getting their due, or for some reason doesn't get their just due, or somebody you're just a big fan of, maybe that's outside the box, or a sport that isn't as popular or something like that. Okay. Hit me up. So Kane, other than yourself, if you had to nominate one person, who would you nominate? I mean, and other than me, obviously.
Well, I was going to skip right past you. I mean, we'll get you in on the second or third ballot. But obviously, man, I'm going to my man T.O. A lot of people don't like him, but come on, man. If you're looking at the numbers and you look at the numbers of some other NFL Hall of Famers and told, this is A, this is B, this is C, and told you to pick, I guarantee you 90% of people will say that guy right there is the first ballot Hall of Famer. So it's absolutely ridiculous that T.O. isn't in the Hall of Fame.
Not only the numbers, but just the just the pure entertainment value, because, let's be honest, sports is entertainment, right? Who has more signature moments than T.O.? Now in like something like basketball, I think signature moments are appreciated more, signature shots or plays to close the game, that kind of thing. In football, it's not as appreciated. But, T.O., like, even when he was still in San Francisco, when he stood on the star in Dallas and spiked the ball, and then Emmitt went and did it, and then he went back a second time, did it. Fight breaks out when was it T came and hit him.
Man, you really trying to get these Cowboy fans hot tonight, aren't you?
No, I'm just saying when that happened, I don't know if you remember, but if you watch that video, like the first time when I saw it, and of course T comes up and hit him, and then somebody from San Francisco runs up and they start fighting with T, T.O. doesn't jump in the fight. He comes
He goes back to the start.
The ball and stands there like this. Like, okay, I just forgot all about the dude who attacked me, and I'm going back to what I was doing. That was the most ridiculous thing I'd ever seen in sports.
And you enjoyed every minute of it.
Oh, immensely. And then when he played that first year, he played for the Eagles. He didn't play for the Eagles like a year and a half. And we were playing the Cowboys on Monday night, and he scored like 2 or 3 touchdowns. I think 2. And one of them, he stood on the star in the end zone and did the pose again. And the Cowboy DBs were like walking right by. And they were so dumb, they didn't realize that, he was mocking them and, referencing what he'd done before. And then of course you got the, the Sharpie incident. How could you ever forget that? The pom-poms, he's just an innovator, man. What can I say? Plus, full transparency. He played at Chattanooga. My brother played at Chattanooga, so always had that connection too. So yeah, T.O., I guess, that'd be my guy. Right now, if I had to pick one person, I'll go with Kobe Bryant. Since he's technically not in the Hall of Fame yet. So
Yet. Okay.
Right. Well, because he's not eligible yet. So yeah, I'm a Kobe Bryant, Booker T, and Terrell Owens. What?
Booker T.
Hey, Booker T's a man. Booker T's a man. All right. I don't know why you hating. There's actually a great article.
Why you ain't got no Booker T t-shirt on then?
Because they're a lot harder to find. But plus, Ric Flair's in the hospital, so I was trying to rep Ric Flair. But I'll wear a Booker T t-shirt next week if you like.
Let me know where you find one, or maybe you and Elsa can make one, because that's about the only way you're gonna get one.
Anyway, Booker T is very successful wrestler. King Booker.
I'm looking forward to after he retires, he can sell Foreman grills.
No, very okay. You joking? He's actually running for mayor of Houston.
Come on, man. I feel real bad for Houston if that's the case. Come on, man.
Well, let's back up now. Let's look at who America voted for.
I'd vote for Mike Jones first.
Let's look at who America voted for. Should we feel bad for Houston?
So who America voted for, and you think that's gonna roll in Texas? Nah, bruh.
No, well, he's from Houston, so I mean, I don't know. I don't live there. I'm just telling you. Okay, everybody go to undefeated.com. There's a great article there about Booker T. Yeah.
How'd you find that article?
On the undefeated.com.
So you just thumbing through and just happened to run across that article, huh?
Well, I mean, I go there on a regular basis.
Oh, okay.
And then I saw that, and obviously, I love wrestling. Booker T is my favorite wrestler of all time, so of course I'm gonna read it.
Your favorite wrestler of all time? Okay, we're gonna stop this conversation right now. We're gonna talk about power, because this is your favorite wrestler of all time is Booker T.
Okay, what's so funny about that?
Because he had like this much personality.
Okay, you need to go back and watch. You got Booker T mixed up with somebody else. I think you think about his brother or something.
Oh boy, that's a good one.
Booker T, multiple-time world champion, King Booker.
Yeah.
Tina Rooney fought Stone Cold Steve Austin in the grocery store. Come on, man, classic stuff. Booker T was one of the biggest personalities on TV when he was there.
Hey, send me some videos on that so I can check that out.
All right, I'll send it to you. Booker T and The Rock going back and forth. Man, you missed some great stuff. We'll talk about that later. Anyway, let's get to power. What can I say? All right, so if I had one piece of advice to give to Ghost, and I hate to say this because I love my people, grew up around them all the time. Ghost, you got to stop hiring brothers. And not you, but it's like every time you hire a black dude, your wife has an affair with him. First it was Sean, You just hired him to drive the truck, trying to help a young unemployed brother out. Just drive me around town, and then he goes and sleeps with your wife. Then your lawyer, you think everything's all good. You think he's looking out for your best interest. He's just trying to get at your woman. He's in your house, checking her out, asking her on dates.
Asking out for a date in your house. Boy, that's bold there. That was bold.
That's it. So Ghost, man, hire you anybody. Just don't hire any more brothers.
I mean, he don't hire white dudes, Puerto Ricans, Dominicans, black people. I mean, what else do you want him to hire? Asian dude?
Just don't hire anybody else black unless you want your wife to do them. That's all I'm saying. Nothing wrong with the people. It's the results that happen with his wife. I would have a hard time being comfortable, knowing that I paid you and then you mess with my wife. You know what I mean? That would bother me very deeply. And
well, you knew that was coming, man. But what about your boy Dre, man? Your boy Dre's trying to move his way up, man. He told him he wants to be the biggest drug dealer in New York City, man. He's 2 steps away from it, man.
Yeah, his attempt to come up, I think, is gonna send him 6 feet down.
All right, so we're gonna have to take a poll online on the Twitter feeds. Kane and Ice on Twitter. We're gonna put up a poll. Who's gonna take Dre out? Okay, so we're gonna have about 3 suspects. All right, we got Ghost, we got Tommy, and who else can we put in there?
I think we need to add I can't remember the name, the drug dealing the brother and sister that Tommy is trying to make.
Oh yeah.
Territory.
I don't know if they'll get him or not. It's got to be somebody within, man.
I think because I mean the lady seems kind of
she's cutthroat.
Yeah, but I don't think she's buying into what Dre is selling. I think the guy is, but common sense would tell them that Dre is saying I have connection to these clubs, but his connection's through Ghost. So why wouldn't they just ride with Ghost? Because they know he has the club connections. Why would they listen to Dre? I don't know. Oh, we got a fourth candidate. And this dude, we didn't even know was a drug lord until recently. Your man, Zach Randolph. He's going to be on Power Season 5, playing himself, basically. If you listen to the police, who claim he's a drug lord or something,
He'll get taken out quick. I mean, he won't be around too long.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, I'm sorry.
I said, that's your boy Zach Randolph, though. Kingpin drug dealer.
Nah, all right. So what do you think is going to happen with let's see what else we got going on with Tommy and his dad?
Man, I don't know. I still don't see what he wants from Tommy. I haven't got what he wants. Now, that's what he said. He just wants to talk to his son, get to know his son. That's baloney. I don't buy that for a second. He wants something or he's after something. So I can't figure out what it is yet. But he's definitely after something. You don't come back around, especially when you're in jail and you think about it, that you want to get to know your son now. I mean, so I don't buy it. He wants something.
I'm just trying to figure out where they can go with the storyline with him being in jail. You know what I mean? It's not like he's going to get out and they're going to run the streets together or anything.
Maybe
I can see
him out of jail or something. Or
you don't have any kids, and this is the one you have, and you think your wife probably dying soon, and so you want something to connect to. I guess I could see why he wants to get to know Tommy. I get now, after 30.
I don't know. Maybe it has to do something with Tommy's mom, the connection. I don't know. Maybe because then he did find out that it actually is his dad after his mom lied to him about it. I mean, after his mom lied to him about it. So I don't know. Maybe there's something in that storyline there where mom and dad got something else in their backgrounds we don't know yet. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's a good point.
What about your boy Tyreek, man?
Hey, Forrest Gump.
Man, Forrest Gump.
That
Man,
sucker was like, yeah, I ain't, you know what? I really ain't about this life. I thought we were just getting some jewelry. Well, what are y'all doing up here? You know?
man, I think he don't got himself in pretty deep now. I mean, you know, no telling where he goes from here. You know, now he's trying to get himself out of town along with his sister. You know, they're trying to go away to
he took the Scared Straight program to a whole nother level. You know what I mean? But I think with the kids, I think with Tyreek and the daughter, I think those storylines have pretty much run their course. I think that's why you see this whole boarding school angle coming out, you know, so they can send them off and, you know, so you don't see them for a while. And you know, and it makes sense. Now I do think there's something going on with Lorenz Tate's character. I think
You think he's up to more than just trying to help the community?
He knows who Ghost is. There's no way he's tied into that community and he knew who Dre was and he knew that Ghost had got Dre off the streets in a legit job and he didn't know who Ghost really is. You know what I mean? Like that doesn't add. Like if he knows Dre and had the connection between two, he knows who Ghost really is, or at least has an idea. I think he knows something that's up with Dre's son. I mean not Dre's son, but Ghost's son, Tyreek. I think he knows, you know, because they're all from that same little community. Tyreek was hanging around there with Kanan and all those people, and you know they having parties and stuff. So word travels. This Ghost's son, people had to know that. I think he knows something's going down with them, and he's going to use that information to keep Tyreek out of jail, but to blackmail Ghost into doing things his way is what I think is going to happen. You know, and I think that's probably going to be like the villain for next season, or the situation that Ghost has to find himself out of for next season is, you know, to get out from under, which will probably just end up with Tommy killing Lorenz Tate's character.
Yeah, we're gonna have to start calling Tommy the Eraser because he just Tommy just takes them out. You know, he takes care of problems.
Yeah. And unfortunately, you know, we used to do Kanan quotes, but I guess he's off now, spending his money. You know, so I'm holding out hope that there'll be a Power spinoff like in Miami or something with Kanan. You know, where he decides to, you know, go down there and set up shop with all the money he got.
He didn't get that much money.
Hey, got enough. You know, they had people protecting it. You know, he didn't get like $5,000. He got some. You know, never he thought, you know what? Let me not shoot Ghost. Let me just make sure I walk out here with this money. Anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to think what else has happened in Power. I don't know. Like, the last couple weeks have been so. They really picked up the pace.
Sandoval.
Oh yeah, yeah. They gonna need a whole new cast because like this season, half the people died.
So, how, you know, I mean, but they had to know where he's at in the jail, where he's being. To somebody?
No. I mean, I guess everybody goes through the same process, right? When you're coming in. So once they
but he's a federal agent, so they're not going to do the same things they would do with him with another inmate.
They probably just have a little more protection. That's why they needed somebody on medical staff to get at him. You know what I mean? But once they found out what jail he was going to be in, you know, it's just a matter of finding the right person to get at him. They know
that means Tommy's dad is real heavy. You know, he's got pull when he can get stuff like that. He got a
cell phone. He answers whenever he wants. He ain't even trying to hide it. He's standing by the bars on the phone. What's up? You know? Surprised he ain't got a laptop. You know what I'm saying? Oh, man. But anyway, let's get out of here. You know, want y'all to make sure you check out our Eagle show. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, leave some comments. All right, it really helps us out. We will answer you.
Subscribe.
And,
Subscribe.
on Twitter, Facebook. Who should go to Hall of Fame? Hey, Ric Flair, get better, baby. Holler at your boy Kane and give you an assignment. Go learn something about Booker T, all right? And we're going to holler at y'all next week.
Yeah, I'll be back in 15 minutes.
Now, can you dig that? Sucker!
Booker T. Come on, man. I'm going to go have a 5-minute Booker T lesson. Let me go see if I can dig out an encyclopedia somewhere.
Hey, you just need to go to YouTube.